you know what's really ironic about all this stupid shit? Like, Microsoft and Nintendo, like, Microsoft is in a kind of we don't give a shit, you add it or you don't, Legion protection thing, while Nintendo is infuriatingly trying to keep it alive. But Sony actually did the right thing. They abolished it. You can play any Legion on any fucking PSP or PS3. I mean, I really fucking wish they did that with the PS2 back playability. I would have bought fucking PS3 back when it first came out then, but they didn't, so I didn't have much care for PS3 until about Folklore came out. Well, I had a bunch of spare money and like the 40 gigabyte came out and like $100 cheaper, so I'll get. But be honest, PS3 did exactly what Nintendo should be doing. But it's just so sad that there wasn't a lot that really worthwhile get on the PS3. I do have some imports, like I actually went and got Cyrene. Now, of course, Cyrene did come out in America, but only as downloads, and I hate downloads. It's like, I'll only get it if it's the only way to get the game. If the game exists on a CD, I want the damn CD because I want to own it. I like collecting games, especially games I love. And it always pisses me off when there's games I love or sequels that never come out to America or wherever. And I mean, there's other people, there's Europeans who have tons of games that they'd love to get. But, I mean, like, if I recall, Europe has only gotten Dragon Quest 8 and a few of the newer ones, I think. But I mean, like, Dragon Quest 8 was the first Dragon Quest Europe got, I believe, if I remember correctly. So it was just called Dragon Quest Journey of the King, or whatever the hell it was called. I mean, it pisses me off how these places, like, just don't want to give their content to people who are willing to buy this shit. I mean, why can't they do what Atlas does? I mean, look what Atlas does. I mean, if the game doesn't, they have a small production, and if it sells well, they make more, and if it don't, then it's a limited production one, and the game usually becomes obscure and worth like 50 to $100 or even more on fucking Amazon or eBay or something. But the point is, why can't you do that? I mean, like, if Wedgie is so afraid of disaster or day of crisis not doing success, do a small print one. And if they sell, do another print one. And if those sales, do another print one. I mean, the game is already done. And to my understanding, the fucking game is in English. It's like Resident Evil. It's in English with Japanese subtitles. So, I mean, the game is practically already. What do you have to lose to release, like, 2,000 copies or 5,000 copies or whatever the hell was a good minimal one thing for this? And I mean, these people force people like me who want to collect the games, buy the games, and they want to enjoy the game to have to go around things. I mean, like when people said, "Sorry, we're not going to release Mother 3 in America," and it's like, like, I went and bought the fucking thing and got it imported and played the real thing. I don't usually like doing ROMs unless, it's the only thing, or it's a really freaking hard game and I want save states. Something like Goblins and Ghouls and Gargoyles Quest. Though I only beat the Game Boy one fairly. I can't actually beat the NES one fairly without using save states. This freaking hard. But, not everyone, I mean, it costs money to import a game. And, not everyone has the money, so they just go get the ROM and play and enjoy it. And Nintendo, that was your loss. You could have gotten money. You could have leased, like, 5,000 copies of Mother 3 and just at least please the hardcore fans who wanted the game and let it become rare and obscure. At least you gave the game. But no, you can't do that. You're stupid. I don't know why companies do this shit. I mean, and PCs is doing even worse with region lock. well, not region lock, but I mean like pirating software shit. Like it might as well be like a region lock crap. I mean, I know, like, Allmake did I don't think the video exists anymore. I don't think he re-uploaded it on his new account. But he did this rant thing where it was all true. I mean, fucking region protection's horrible. You know, like, Spore. I went and got Spore. I got a new XP computer because I was finally sick of my old Windows 98 computer and not be able to play some modern games. And Spore was like the first fucking modern game I got for it. And it straight away reminded me why I never wanted to update to a new computer. Because it's pirating shit. It took me 3 weeks to get Spore to work on my XP computer. At the same time, I also found a copy of the original Warcraft Humans and Orcs, or Orcs and Humans, whichever fucking way it was, the Warcraft 1, which is a DOS PC game. I put it on the PC, and it worked right off the bat. Seriously. An old DOS game, which most, like, I got the Alone in the Dark games for the PC. I can't get them to work on the freaking XP computer. And so far I've been working with like the DOS box emulation thing to get them work. But why is Warcraft 1, an ancient old ass game, capable of working on my XP computer? Why Spore can't? I was getting to the point where I was thinking Spore wasn't going to fucking work, and I was just going to return it and just that'd be the end of it until somebody sells or cracks it or whatever. And it's like I had the last resort thing that I was told by someone else instead of EA's stupid web people was to run as XP game. And it's like, I got a Windows Vista, and I have to run it as an XP game, and but let's look at this. It says, Vista. So, it does work on XP, it does list it, but why the hell will it not work on Vista? It won't work out of the box as Vista, but it has to be changed to a downgrade XP emulation to run? What the... But, you know, Willie, this all just goes to the point. Why... All these people are trying to avoid pirating, and it's just never going to stop. I mean, even if they create a perfect system to avoid pirating, everyone's going to still find a way to pirate, no matter how hard you make it. And those are going to only be the people who don't want to pay and just waste their time trying to download and shit. And those are the people you're never going to stop. You can demolish like half of these piracies by just making the games available, take out the region lock shit, and allow us to buy. I mean, if you don't want to release the game in America, fine. There are import sites nowadays, like Play Asia. You can import anything off of it, and American people can get it that way. And there are shops that even buy import shit for people. So, I mean, can't we take the example from Sony and just give what the gamers want?